Hello class 7 science students, welcome back to this class. I hope you are all well and today we are going to start chapter 10, Transportation of Substances. Chapter at a glance. The circulatory system in humans, excretion in humans, transpiration, excretion in animals, transportation of substances in plants. Engage. Unscramble the words given below to find answers. तो नीचे कुछ वर्ड्स दिए हुए हैं और उनके लिए हिंट भी दी है, जैसे कि नंबर 1 द एंड प्रोडक्ट ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट डाइजेशन इज। सो उसको अनस्क्रैम्बल करना है और इन बॉक्सेस में भरना है। डू इट ऑन योर ओन। In multicellular organisms, the number of materials that move in and out of the body is large. The distance over these materials are to be transported is also large. Therefore, these organisms require a specialized system to support various functions inside the body. Human beings have developed circulatory system. हमारी बॉडी के अंदर एक सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम होता है जो हमारे सब्सटेंस को ट्रांसपोर्ट करने के लिए काम में आता है, क्योंकि हमारी बॉडी में जो डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल होती है किसी भी सब्सटेंस के द्वारा वो बहुत बड़ी होती है, तो एक पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम होता है और सिस्टम को ह्यूमंस के अंदर सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम कहते हैं। The circulatory system carries the blood from the heart to the different parts of the body and brings it back to the heart. The circulatory system in humans consists of the blood vessels and heart. Knowledge basket. Human body contains 4 to 6 liters of blood. These are described below. A. Blood. Blood is a red colored viscous fluid. It flows in the blood vessels. Functions of blood. Blood supplies food from intestine to every cell of the body. It carries oxygen from lungs to body cells. It removes waste from the cells. It helps in regulating body temperature. It protects body against infection. The blood has two components, plasma and blood cells or corpuscles. Plasma is the non-living liquid part of the blood. It is yellowish fluid. It removes carbon dioxide from cells and transport it to lungs. It also carries urea from body cells to the kidneys. Blood cells or corpuscles are of three kinds. Red blood corpuscles, RBCs. These have hemoglobin. It gives red color to the corpuscles, hence red blood corpuscles. It binds with oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin, which transports oxygen to all the body cells. White blood corpuscles. These defend the body against infection. These fight against germs and also provide immunity against infection. The white blood corpuscles are called soldiers of the body. Blood platelets. These are very minute cells present in the blood. They help to stop bleeding by clotting the blood. In this image, you can see red blood cells, white blood cells. Role of blood in oxygen transport. Respiration is a process in which oxygen gas as air is inhaled and the carbon dioxide is exhaled. Blood transports these gases compounds through hemoglobin present in red blood cells, RBC. Hemoglobin is globular protein. In lungs, where oxygen is present in higher concentrations, hemoglobin combines with oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin. In tissues where oxygen content is low, oxyhemoglobin dissociates and releases oxygen for use in respiration reaction. Number B. Blood vessels. Blood vessels are tube-like structures that transport blood throughout the body. There are three types of blood vessels: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries. Arteries carry oxygen-rich oxygenated blood from heart and distribute it to all parts of the body. The pulmonary artery is an exception as it carries deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. Arteries have thick elastic walls to allow stretching and to deal with the high pressure of blood coming from the heart. Veins. Veins are the blood vessels which carry carbon dioxide rich blood or deoxygenated blood from the body organs back to the heart. Pulmonary vein is an exception as it carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Veins have thin elastic walls. The diameter of veins is greater than that of arteries. These are superficially placed. The blood pressure in the veins is low. There are a series of valves present in veins. They help prevent backflow and allow blood to flow only towards the heart. Capillaries. Capillaries are extremely thin blood vessels which connect arteries to veins. Through the thin walls of the capillaries, exchange of materials takes place. The useful substances like food and oxygen present in the blood pass into the blood cells through the capillaries. At the same time, the waste products like carbon dioxide formed in the body cells enter into the blood through the thin walls of capillaries. Some differences between artery, vein and capillaries are described below. Arteries are thick-walled, carry oxygen-rich blood from heart to other parts of the body. Vein, thin-walled, carry carbon dioxide-rich blood from different organs to the heart. Capillaries, thin-walled, thin capillaries are involved in the exchange of food materials, respiratory gases and body waste. Artery, situated deeper under the skin. Veins, situated just under the skin. Capillaries occur at the terminal of artery and vein. C. Heart. The heart is a muscular organ present in the chest cavity located between the lungs, slightly tilted towards the left. Its function is to pump the blood to all parts of the body. Your heart is approximately the size of your fist. The heart is enclosed in a double-layered membranous sac called pericardium. The heart has 4 compartments called chambers. The upper 2 chambers are called auricles. They have thin walls and receive blood from different parts of the body, and the lower 2 chambers are ventricles. Blood from ventricles is pumped out of the heart. So this is a detailed diagram of heart. You can see all the organs and its parts. The left side of the heart has oxygen-rich blood, also called oxygenated blood, whereas the right side of the heart has carbon dioxide-rich blood, also called deoxygenated blood. The left side of heart is completely separated from its right side by means of a partition called septum, which prevents the mixing of oxygenated blood with the deoxygenated blood. The blood flows from the auricles to ventricles through valves. The valve between right auricle and the right ventricle is called tricuspid valve, and that of between the left auricle and left ventricle is called bicuspid valve. Blood circulation in the body. The impure blood. Blood containing carbon dioxide from different parts of the body enters the right auricle and is sent to the right ventricle. From here, the blood is pumped through the pulmonary artery to the lungs for deoxygenation. In lungs, this blood gives up carbon dioxide and absorbs oxygen from the inhaled air. This oxygenated blood returns to the left auricle through pulmonary vein and then enters the left ventricle. From here, the blood is pumped through aorta to different parts of the body. As the blood passes through the capillaries, oxygen and other nutrients are delivered to the cells, and carbon dioxide and the other waste are picked up by the blood. This carbon dioxide rich or deoxygenated blood goes back to the right auricle. Knowledge basket. The contraction phase of the heart muscle is called systole. The relaxed phase, expansion phase of the heart muscle is called diastole. Tech talk. Some people have slow or irregular heart rate as compared to normal, where the heart does not pump enough oxygen rich blood to all the parts of the body. This can be corrected by attaching a small battery operated external device to heart called pacemaker. This sends small electrical signals to the heart muscles and makes the heart beat at the correct pace. Traditional pacemakers have wires made of lead, which can cause an infection in future. With advancement in technology, leadless pacemakers have been designed. They are more durable, lighter, and do not require wires and more safer than the existing pacemakers. Heartbeat and heart sounds. The rhythmic contraction and relaxation of auricles and ventricles is known as heartbeat. Human heart beats 72 times per minute. One heartbeat includes a phase of relaxation of heart muscles and general pause, diastole. A phase of contraction of heart muscles, systole. During diastole, heart receives blood, and during systole, first atria contract to push the blood into ventricles, and then ventricles contract to pump blood into blood vessels. Thus, contraction of atrial chambers and then ventricular chambers are the two phases of heartbeat. These two phases of heartbeat can be heard as lub or dub sounds. The sound of heartbeat is caused by the contraction of muscles and shutting down of valves. In the lub phase, the ventricles contract and cuspid valves close. In the dub phase, the pulmonary and aortic valves close. A normal heart repeats these lub-dub sounds about 72 times per minute. Doctors use a stethoscope to hear this lub-dub sound. Pulse and pulse rate. Each time the heart pumps the blood out, it rushes through the arteries and produces a twitching movement or throbbing called pulse. Each heartbeat causes a pulse in the artery. The pulse can be felt at various places on the body, viz. Inner wrist, neck, temple. The number of pulse beats per minute is called pulse rate. For a normal resting person, the pulse rate is usually less, between 12 to 80 pulse beats per minute. Generally, pulse rate is measured by feeling the pulse at inner wrist. Pulse rate increases with physical exercises. Excretion in animals. Numerous biochemical reactions occur round the clock in all living cells. They produce a variety of waste products like carbon dioxide, ammonia, and other nitrogenous compounds. If they accumulate in the body, they prove to be toxic. Knowledge basket. Heartbeat and pulse rate of a person under similar conditions have the same value. The process of removing toxic waste from the body is called excretion, and the organs that remove these toxic waste are called excretory organs. Excretion in humans. The human body has specific organs for the removal of solid, liquid and gaseous body waste. The main organs for excretion in humans are lungs, skin, large intestine, kidneys, anus and urethra. In humans, excretion involves the removal of urea, sweat and undigested food. These body waste are removed as given. Solid waste. The solid waste generated in the body is removed as feces through the anus. Respiratory waste. The respiratory waste, carbon dioxide and water vapor are carried by the blood to the lungs. The alveoli in the lungs remove carbon dioxide from the blood and is exhaled through the nose. Water, salt, urea, etc. The sweat glands under the skin remove water, salts, urea, etc. from the blood flowing through blood capillaries in the skin by diffusion. These wastes are then thrown out of the body through tiny pores on the skin. Major types of body waste. Types of waste: gaseous waste. Example, carbon dioxide. System of eliminating them: respiratory system. Type of waste: solid waste. Example, feces. System of eliminating them: digestive system. Chemical waste: water, salt, urea, etc. Urine and sweat: excretory system and skin. Liquid waste. The liquid waste of the body is removed by the excretory or urinary system in the form of urine. Excretory system in human beings. Excretory system in human beings has a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, a urinary bladder and a urethra. Kidneys. Kidneys are brown colored bean-shaped organs present in the abdominal cavity, one on either side of backbone. Each kidney has a large number of long coiled tubules called nephrons. These are structural as well as functional units of kidneys. They act as filters. They remove nitrogenous waste and water from blood while it passes through kidneys. The renal artery brings blood to the kidneys and renal veins take it away. In kidneys, excess of water and nitrogenous waste are removed in the form of urine. The urine is removed from the kidneys by a pair of tubes called ureters. It is collected and stored in the urinary bladder and is finally disposed of through urinary opening located at the end of the urethra. The urethra is a muscular tube. Dialysis. Dialysis is the separation of larger molecules from smaller ones in their solution with the help of semi-permeable membrane. Human beings have two kidneys. If one kidney is damaged, the other kidney fulfills the excretory needs. But if both the kidneys are damaged, the person cannot survive because of the accumulation of toxic waste in the body. Therefore, the nitrogenous waste from the blood are periodically removed by the artificially kidney or the dialysis machine, dialysis. The removal of nitrogenous waste from blood with the help of a machine is called artificial dialysis. Transportation of substances in plants. There are three different kinds of plants, for example, herbs, shrubs, and trees. Though they completely may vary, but the mode of transport in all three types is the same. Plants have a well-developed transport system. It is called vascular system. It has two main functions. It transports water and minerals dissolved in water from roots to all the aerial parts of the plant. It transports the food synthesized in leaves to various parts of the plant right up to the roots. Vascular system. Vascular system consists of pipe-like vessels arranged to the end. They extend from tips of roots to the tips of leaves passing through the stem. The vascular system is also called conducing tissue. It is formed of two types of cells also known as vessel, xylem vessel and phloem vessels. Xylem vessels. The xylem vessels transport water and dissolved minerals upward from roots through stems to the tips of leaves against the force of gravity. This upward movement of water and mineral is called ascent of sap. Phloem vessel. These carry food synthesized by the leaves downward to all the parts of the plant. Transport of water and minerals. Plants extract water and minerals from the soil through the roots hairs. They have direct contact with the water inside the soil. The water and minerals dissolved in it move through a special pipe-like tissues present in plants called xylem. Xylem has a wide network spread in all parts of the plants and thus carries water and minerals from the roots to the leaves. Translocation of food. The transportation of food from leaves to all other parts of plant is called translocation. The food is manufactured in the mesophyll cells of the leaf. From mesophyll cells, it enters into the sleeve types of phloem as dilute solution and is transported to all non-green parts of the plant. Phloem also transports amino acids like hormones synthesized in the types of shoots and roots. Transpiration. The loss of water in the form of vapor from the leaves of plants into the air is called transpiration. It occurs through stomata in the leaves through the process of diffusion. Factors affecting transpiration. Transpiration is affected by the following factors. Number first, time of the day. The stomata in leaves are open during the day and close at night. So, more transpiration takes place during the day than at night. Temperature. The rate of transpiration is faster at higher temperature, so transpiration on a hot day is more than that on a cold day. Humidity. On a humid day, the transpiration is lower because the air is already contains a lot of moisture. Wind. Wind increases the rate of transpiration. This is because the wind takes away water vapor from the neighborhood leaves. Light. Light increases the rate of transpiration. This is because light causes the stomata to open. Importance of transpiration. Transpiration helps the trees, plants in the following manner. Number 1, it produces cooling effect, thereby saving the delicate cells from the heat of the sunlight. Number 2, transpiration helps in the movement of water from roots upwards. Moral: learnt. Our heart never just gives up. It applies orders and effort and communication, and more often than not, it makes things work. We should always be like our heart and never give up in the life and always try to overcome the difficulties found in life. Recapitulation. The circulatory system carries the blood from the heart to the different parts of the body and bring it back to the heart. Blood is a red-colored viscous fluid. Blood vessels are tube-like structures that transports blood throughout the body. The heart is a muscular organ present in the chest cavity located between the lungs, slightly tilted towards the left. The rhythmic contraction and relaxation of auricles and ventricles is known as heartbeat. Kidneys are brown-colored bean-shaped organs present in the abdominal cavity, one on either side of backbone. Thank you, class. Let's meet again next time in next class.